hello and welcome to this week's bi-weekly Lick the Lid, and here I am in Eastney, and there's a very good reason why I'm here in Eastney, which I'll make clear to you at the end of this update. It's a bit windy, a bit miserable, but there you go. It's not even spring yet, is it? Hope you're all well and kept well with the old coronavirus running around. Make sure you're washing your hands, make sure you're just keeping clean, make sure you buy up all of the toilet rolls in Tesco's and all of the pasta in Asda. So yes, that's what we all seem to be doing. It's such fun, eh? Funny old race we are. So what's going on in Southsea then? What is happening? Well, the first one is an evening with Mick Artistik's Ego Trip. That's on Saturday, March the 14th at 7:30 at the Coast Guard Studio in Clarendon Road. So how do you describe Mick Artistik's Ego Trip? Can't say it, let alone describe it. You simply don't. It's impossible to sum up the live Ego Trip experience. It has to be witnessed firsthand for you to get it. There's nothing quite like it. This is a free piece from Leeds, growing national reputation, and are proven to be one of the most interesting, unpredictable and exciting acts on the circuit. Apparently, they should be on the National Health and are a tonic in these troubled times, and the National Health, I think, need all the help they can get at the moment. So pop along there, go and see it. BBC Six Music like it. Gideon Coe regularly plays their tune. Tom Robinson also. Keith Allen has apparently one of the band's teapots. Well, there you go. John Cooper Clarke called them sensational, and Glastonbury loved them. So they're apparently a mix between John Shuttleworth, John Cooper Clarke and Jake Thackeray, the band. So they're influenced by people like Reeves and Mortimer, Half Man, Half Biscuit, wonderful name, and The Fall. But there you go. But their West Yorkshire wit apparently is something to behold. Right, at the King's Theatre, something for the weekend at the King's Theatre. It's a play that's going on. It's a one-man play by Sue Pollard. Do you remember her from Heidi High? Well, she's playing a person called Birdie. Now, Birdie's a hoarder. The neighbours call her a harridan and a harpy, although most have never even met her. They see her hoard as a hazard for house prices, but it isn't rubbish. It's her life work, and it exists because years ago, something deeply cherished was stolen from her, and Birdie's not been able to get up on anything since. So there you go, Wednesday the 18th of March. So if you want to go along and see that at the Theatre Royal, then that's one to go and book up and get some tickets for. Next one has an interesting name and a subject that's very close to my heart, and that's called Pricks. No, it's not what you think. This is at the Groundling Theatre on the 19th of March 2020. It's Jade Byrne from the Blackbird Creative, and she presents Pricks on the 19th of March at 7:30. And the opening line is, "I've had over 70,000 pricks of the medical kind." And this is my chance to set the record straight about type 1 diabetics like me. Despite what people say, I'm not bankrupting the NHS, and I can eat cake, a whole bloody cake. Oh, that's good for you. And if I want to, the urgent, funny new show blends warmly engaging storytelling with poetry and an original soundscape. It tells a surprisingly moving and uplifting story about families and learning to care for each other. So that's called Pricks. That's at the Groundlings Theatre. They need all the support they can get, so do go along. 19th of March, that's at 7:30. The next one to celebrate is the Southsea Crate Fair. Now, this is a little way ahead. This is on Saturday, March 21st. Put it in your diary. 12 p.m. GMT. It's hosted by the Wave Maiden. Now, they're introducing Crate Fate. They're partnering up with the Greenwich pub just across the road from them for an entire fun-filled day of tastings, competitions, live music, pop-ups, and marathon quiz with awesome prizes. Now, they're doing it all in aid of cancer research. There's no actual entrance fee, but they are suggesting a donation, which would be good, wouldn't it? So, tastings from Make, that's the brewery that's in the Greenwich, and also they sell the beers in the Merchant, and Portsmouth Distillery, the Wave Maiden. Now, competitions with prizes, pizza eating competition at the Greenwich, beer pong tournament at the Maiden, live music, Me and the Moon, the Bog Rolling Stones at the Greenwich, and L. Morgan and Polsky at the Maiden. And there's that marathon quiz as well. That's March the 21st. That's brilliant to see two pubs you'd ordinarily see in competition with each other, but they're joining up, and I'm going to be doing that on the 21st of March at 12 p.m. GMT. Right, where to eat? Well, I don't like to talk about anywhere that I haven't been to eat, and I'm not doing it this time either. Now, Southsea Beach Cafe, just along the seafront along there. Brilliant food, great location. They're right on the front there, so you can get a tableware and look out to sea. Do go along. Apparently the Beach Cafe is a whimsical delight, offering the perfect balance of boldness and simplicity with a friendly, knowledgeable team on hand to greet you. And they're using one of my favourite words at the moment, my daily word, and that is peruse. So peruse the impressively diverse food made with love by a talented kitchen team. So go along to Southsea Beach Cafe. Can get very busy at the weekend, but if you want to go and coffee during the week, I don't know if they allow you to book tables, I'm not sure, but go and have a look at the Southsea Beach Cafe. So now, why am I on this beach at Eastney? Well, I learned something about a project that's going to be starting at Eastney, and it's called the Aquawind Interconnector. Now, what is the Aquawind Interconnector, I hear you cry? Well, there is a Facebook page, so you can search on Aquawind Interconnector Awareness. I'll put their website down below, so you can see, not their website, but the actual project's website, so you can go along and look at it. So what is it? Okay, it's a new, now bear with me on this, subsea and underground high voltage direct current electric power transmission link. Whew. Now it's between the south coast of England and all the way over there to Normandy in France. It's proposed to bring undersea cables ashore at Eastney and follow a proposed route from Eastney, and that goes along the Eastern Road, through St John's College playing fields in Farlington, up and along the hill in Drayton, and down the old A3 through Widley and Purbrook and Waterlooville, along Hambledon Road towards Denmead, turning across land into Anmore to the existing National Grid substation at Lovedene. Then it will connect to that substation to an adjacent converter station as part of this project. So the construction, there'll be a mix of buildings, but the main thing really that we're looking at is if you're on that route, and you'll see the route, there's maps and so on, there's going to be two trenches, very wide trenches, 20 kilometres in length, and they're going to locate cables across existing highways or road verges where practical. So it's a major project. It's going to take several years to complete. So if you're affected by that, they're going to be having a preliminary meeting on Wednesday the 22nd of April at 2020. An invitation to this meeting have been sent, but I'm pretty sure anyone can go along. So it's going to cause real issues with people along that route, with the amount of time that it's taking. So do have your say. They shouldn't just get away with doing it without really, I'd never heard of it, I don't know if you have, without speaking to the people that will be directly impacted for it. It is our Southsea, after all, local business are affected already by what's going on, so let's try and make sure that they're not affected too much by this. So that's the end of my update. Wherever you are, whoever you're with, whatever you're doing, have a great time. I look forward to speaking to you in a couple of weeks. Oh, and another thing, I now have an Instagram account, so you can go along to my Instagram account, LicktheLid Southsea, and I'll be putting photos on there, and I'll be putting the videos on there as well. Please do follow me, or let me know and I'll follow you. I'm going to be recording some more podcasts for Southsea Folk. Me and Lou from Southsea Folk will be doing more podcasts coming up. So go along to Southsea Folk. You can see the links to the podcast, download. There's some really interesting people on there. So watch my YouTube video, get onto my Instagram if you can, or Facebook as well, and join along with Southsea Folk. It's a pleasure. Take care, everyone. Keep washing those hands. Goodbye.